Good afternoon, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Hi, this is Brent Hanson's niece. He committed triple homicide in December, and he is a Bethelite and a Jehovah's Witness, and so I was just needing to speak to one of the brothers about what's been going on.
Okay, I can transfer you one moment.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good afternoon, Service Department Reception. How can we help you?
Hey, this is Vanessa Hanson. I'm Brent Hanson's niece, and he is a former Bethelite and Jehovah's Witness that committed triple homicide in December. And he's in MILBAnk, South Dakota. And I just need to talk to one of the brothers about everything that's going on, because I've got several Jehovah's Witness family members, and it's quite a situation.
Oh boy, yeah, wow. And you're doing okay?
No, it's just like the whole family's fighting, and it's just everybody's falling apart, and yeah, it's just a nightmare.
Okay.
Like, so are you the brother are you just reception, or are you a service department elder?
Yeah, I'm the brother here just on the reception there. I just, if I can ask, you mentioned it was South Dakota. Are you calling from the United States?
Yeah, I am. The reason why I'm calling you guys is because Warwick, when I call Warwick, my phone number got flagged because leading up to all of this, I was making multiple phone calls to Warwick, and I don't know like why my phone number got flagged and then blocked, but like they weren't taking me seriously. And it's like, you know, this is a dangerous situation because with my Uncle Brent and also one of the victims, because he murdered 3 Jehovah's Witness family members, and one of the victims was my Uncle Clyde, and both Brent and Clyde are Bethelites. Brent was at the farm in the 80s, and he got sent home early due to deviant sexual behavior. But Clyde was a temporary Bethelite, and he got in trouble at Bethel in like 2015, so more recently. And so both of them got put on the predator list, or whatever they call it, the list they keep at Bethel of, you know, deviants and predators and stuff. And so, you know, I know that Bethel was aware of both of them because they both got in trouble at Bethel, but they were also like perpetrating locally. There's like multiple victims of molestation, and that's why the triple homicide happened, is because the molestation kind of came to a head and, you know, escalated. And so Bethel's been involved, like even with Brent and Clyde's local judicials, they sent a Watchtower representative for one of the judicials. And so, you know how they send, I don't know if you're aware, like sometimes they'll send a Watchtower representative and they'll send a Watchtower lawyer too, if it's serious enough. And so, you know, as a baptized Jehovah's Witness myself, like that's why I've been trying to talk to them and get help because of the trial now. It's a death penalty trial, and it was supposed to start today, but it got postponed until October 6th. And so I need to talk to the main branch, but I'm blocked.
Okay. Well, if I could suggest, I take it you've spoken with just the local elders in your congregation first?
Yeah, I've spoken to them multiple times. Because I'm in Arizona, and the triple homicide happened in South Dakota. And so I've spoken to the South Dakota brothers, and I've spoken to my local ones, and they're like, well, we don't know what's going, you know, if it was the main branch, then you should talk to them. And I'm like, well, I have been trying to talk to them, and they haven't been receptive to it. And I think it was one of the receptionists that she didn't understand, and I called, and the receptionist, she's like, your phone number's been flagged, and we're not going to transfer you to the service department anymore because you've been calling here too often. And I'm like, too often? Like, this is, people have lost their lives. Like, my aunt was 9 months pregnant. She got murdered with a machete. Like, my uncle Brent murdered my Uncle Clyde with a baseball, he beat him to death in the head with a baseball bat, and then chopped pregnant Jessica with a machete. And Jessica and all her family are New York Jehovah's Witnesses, so New York's been all, talking about it too. And
okay. And I guess, so you were just hoping to speak with a local brother here, and I guess what were you hoping that the brothers could do for you?
I need them to convey the message to Warwick for me that for whatever reason, my phone number got blocked and flagged. I need them to undo it because, with it being a death penalty case, my Uncle Brent is claiming not guilty due to insanity. And with his defense, he's using a lot of things having to do with the Jehovah's Witnesses as his defense as to why he was insane. And he could be found not guilty, and I obviously don't want that to happen. He needs to get the death penalty. That's why he's facing it. But of all of the evidence that he has of everything that's gone on, that could very likely happen.
I see. Okay. Well, could I make a recommendation for you? I don't know if you've taken this step, but if your phone number has been blocked by the United States BETHELs there, could I suggest that you write a letter addressed to the service department?
Well, I know how letters, a snail mail, for goodness sake, like that, like it's urgent, and I can't just wait for a letter. Like, I've been told that before, and it's like, it's just disconcerting as a baptized Jehovah's Witness. I know that I'm more vocal than most normal Jehovah's Witnesses, but I was molested by both my Uncle Brent and my Uncle Clyde. That's why there was a Watchtower representative there for their judicials. And they perpetrated at Bethel. Like, this is such a major situation. I feel dismissed and not cared about. And it's like, if it's God's true organization and the proof of that is through their love, I'm not feeling any love at all, and I'm feeling not believed, and it's like, And
I understand. And, my sister, there's not much that I can do here for you. I'm just going to be honest with you. And that's why I just encourage you to please, to send that letter to the service department. I know you mentioned it's urgent, but if the sooner you can send it, hopefully the brothers, when they receive it, will be able to act on it right away.
Well, I was told to write a letter before the homicides happened, of which I did. Like, write a letter and tell the brothers what's going on. And it's like both Brent and Clyde are on that predator list that they keep at Bethel. Like, they put them on the list specifically so that they'll have an eye kept on them, and there was no eye kept on. And so it's like me writing a letter, I didn't get a response, and then it escalates to triple homicide. And it's like, a letter has not worked in the past. And it's like, what I need, of why I need to talk to them, is because, with judicial hearings, the elders have notes and they keep record of everything that happens in judicial hearings. And those judicial hearings are extremely important for this court case, for then the elders and all of their notes to go on the stand and talk about all the things that have been, outed and confessed through these judicial hearings. You know what I'm saying?
My sister, I am sorry, but we can't help you here in the Canada branch. You'll have to work with the brothers down in the U.S.
Okay, well, they're not answering any of my, I guess it's like their response is like an admission of guilt to me, like they're hiding something. And I'm like, what in the world are you hiding that you're not willing to even talk to me? Like, I guess, like, if you could take my name and my phone number and just call the other brothers on the service department down there and say, hey, you know what, Vanessa Hanson is calling here at the Canadian branch, and she's desperate and we're tired of her calling so often. If you could just unblock her phone number so that she could just talk to you about, whatever. So then, I don't know.
Yes, Sister Hanson, I'm sorry, but I won't be able to do that. But I'll please.
But why though?
Just follow the direction that I've asked you to follow, and if you do need to correspond with the brothers there, that you please do so in writing.
Yeah, it's just sad.
Okay.
Because I know.
And I hope you have a nice day.
All right, I guess everybody is right when they call the Jehovah's Witnesses a cult.
You have a nice day, okay?
All right, I'll try.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye.